we live in a paradise. And one of the things that I'd like to see us working towards is improving the infrastructure to help develop tourism. We could get a fair few more jobs coming in as a result of that. But as well as tourism, we need to make sure that we look after all the towns and make sure that they've got the basic things that they need: good water, good sewage, good roads. And these are things that are always ongoing. Other businesses we need to help develop, and there are some good things coming at the moment, which is nice to see. And it would be good to keep looking for more opportunities, because if we can keep some of the young people here and provide more opportunities for them, it's important for our community.
So Andrew, when I heard you were standing for council, I found it really interesting, because I know that long term you were born in Hokitika and you have a real heart for the coast. You've always, conversations that you've had with your family who have lived on the coast, you're always really interested in what's going on, even though you were living away. I thought this is good, because this is a man who is passionate and intelligent and has a good heart for community. So what is it that made you want to stand for council?
So I decided to stand for council because we've been here 3 years, coming on 4 years, and we've been part of the community, and I love the coast, and I know that I've got skills that I can offer. You know, I'm good at communication, I'm willing to put myself out there, I'm not frightened of putting myself out there as well, and I mean, you've known me for a long time. I'm quite a determined person to get a fair answer for people.
So Andrew, what do you think is the most pressing challenge on the coast at the moment in this area?
I believe the most pressing challenge is jobs. Particularly we've got for the younger people and for the whole community. So we need to find things that will bring more industry here. And there are some things on the table, but we need to work effectively at getting some options that are going to be successful. And part of that for me is I believe that even within the community, there are plenty of people who know this community so well who've got great ideas that we can help develop and support. For me, I'm passionate about, again, developing this community, making it thrive, making it grow. You know, it's a beautiful place. We should be utilising so much of this. We've got options for tourism around. I'm really hot on the idea of making Westport a destination, because to me I think it's been missing out, and there are things that can be done in order to help that along the lines of better information centres, websites, a bit of work on websites internationally, international promotion, maybe some work with Development West Coast to look at what they're doing on the tourism front. I know it's been a bit of a challenge.
What would you say your strengths are, Andrew?
My biggest strengths are in communication with people. So I bring a very level head. When there's conflict, I help people get back on track. I'm really good at looking at all the information and finding quite quickly what the core of the matter is that we're trying to answer, and help keep people focused and on track. I'm not frightened to tackle things. So it's okay if things are tough, I'm going to keep going to get the answers. That's one of the things I'm quite staunch on. In particular, I've spoken to a lot of people, and I will be available once a week in council for people to come and see me, because I think it's really important that people get the answers to the questions they've got.
So Andrew, one of the things that I consider to be important is that you actually have a relationship with councillors. You're not just elected and sit behind a closed door. How do you envisage moving into the community and giving people opportunities to be heard?
So for one of the commitments I'm offering is that one day a week I will actually be available for people to come in and see me, so that there'll be an open forum where people can ring up, come down, have a chat about stuff. People will get to know my face, and they'll start chatting to me in the street, and that's absolutely fine. And there was a lovely little piece on the application form that we filled out that had, what contact numbers do you want people to have? And so on mine, everything's there: my email, my Facebook, my phone numbers. So if I'm elected, I want people to be able to access, to be able to talk to me, because that's the best way for me to get a handle on what's important. We're never going to make everyone happy, so there are going to be times where you have to make decisions that are going to be challenging, and that some people may or may not, may be unhappy about. And to me, again, if you can convey that information to people, this is the decision that's been made, this is why it's been made, these are the reasons behind it, and the benefits of it. And it's treating people with respect as well when you're doing that.
So Andrew, I've always seen that you've had a heart for communities. So can you tell me what community maybe meetings or involvement you've been involved with thus far on this part of the coast?
Sure. So since we've moved here, just a few years back, I've been along to the aged residential care public meetings to see what's happening with health in Bulla. We've been part of going to the meetings regarding the Paparoa National Park changes, because it's a fantastic asset that we've got, and so it'd be great to keep an eye on what's happening and being part of it. We've been involved with the local community and the rock wall discussions that happened in Punakaiki, because there were a lot of those. We've been along to all the rates review public meetings so that we can have our say about what's happening there, and also the local government. There was some meetings just recently looking at whether or not there's a call for amalgamation of councils, so we felt it was good to go along to see and hear what the options are.